This is my new writing tool. It is a Kindle Fire 10 HD with stand and keyboard. It's a progression from starting out writing on the text editor on my phone, then using a Tesco Huddle tablet with a keyboard, to this. You can save money on your Kindle by having it ad supported, which basically it's just you get this every time you log in, and then not a problem. I got a screen protector and the case with integrated Bluetooth keyboard when I ordered it, and it works well. This is a quality keyboard, very little flex, decent hard plastic, attaches to the case with the magnets on the case. So let's have a quick look at the tools I use. Primary tool is of course Dropbox. Let it there we go, as it syncs up. So, and Open Office, which is an open office port for Android. The keyboard, there we go, turn the keyboard on, and there. So this is A Death in Didsbury, which is my current work in progress. I find that this is very, very good for typing on. The keyboard is a decent size, better than the Huddle one was a little bit smaller. My fat fingers were hitting the keys all over the place. What I can't seem to get Android Open Office to do is on the fly spell checking and fixing, like when I type TEH instead of the, and getting it to underline words that are badly spelled. But that's a very minor issue. And this works brilliantly for me. So well, in fact, that sometimes I will use it in the house instead of using my laptop, because I'm so easily distracted by Facebook and Twitter and stuff on the laptop, and they're not on here, so that's brilliant. Let's have a quick look now at what else I have on here. I'm a Guardian reader. I have subscribed through Kindle to The Guardian. It's only a tenner a month, which if I only read one issue a week, that basically saves me what I would have been spending on the paper copy. When I'm richer, if you all buy my books, I will get myself a subscription to the Times or the Telegraph for a little bit of political balance. I don't have any Twitter client or any Facebook client on here. I barely use the browser, because the whole point of this is to not get distracted. So there's not a lot on here apart from the productivity. There is Comic Rack, which is very good for all the CBRs and CBZs I've collected along the way, and the screen's a good size for reading comics. That's why I held out to get this and not the 8-inch or the 7-inch. Another good comic app is Comic House. Comic House functions a little bit like Kindle Unlimited or Netflix, but for comics. Lots and lots of primarily indies, and it's only been launched for a few months, so there's the back catalogue is not the hugest, but it's filling up, and come the point where I get my next comic book project sorted, I will be thinking of putting it on here. As well as the Guardian for news, I also have on my newsstand, I've got Lightspeed and Asimov's and Analog, which are relatively cheap subscriptions for science fiction, and I tend to read these on the phone at the moment on the bus, but obviously I can sit down and have a read of them any old time. This obviously is a huge step up from my Tesco Huddle, which served me very well for nearly 3 years, and I got that as a hand-me-down, so I'm expecting this to last me a good 4 or 5 years of very productive writing and creativity. I've not yet found a decent drawing app for it, but I think I need to get better with pencil and paper before I think of going to fully digital art. And I don't use it for video, obviously, because it's here. So that is my new Kindle. Relatively cheap, very good for my productivity. It slips in a backpack, or I've not yet tried it to, I've not yet stuck it in the panniers of the bike, but I will wrap it up nice and secure and take it away with me some point to go find somewhere to write. The only caveat with Dropbox is make sure you've uploaded your offline saved files before you go anywhere, in case you're working somewhere without Wi-Fi, which I do a lot because I work in the John Rylands a lot, and I'm not a student, so I can't get onto the university Wi-Fi. As yet, I've found no significant problems with this. It's a lovely thing, and I'm glad I now have a decent sized tablet I can write on and read comics on.